Catch 'em in the pasture, run 'em in the pen, work 'em on the Sundays, do it all again. Race 'em in the sand, buck 'em in the mud, drip a cowboy's sweat, bleed a cowboy's blood.
I'm Zeke Thurston, 2016 World Champion Saddlebrock Rider, and you're watching The Peppered Stewart Show.
Head back to the ranch, dive into the first 8 episodes of Yellowstone Season 5, along with never-before-seen content that includes exclusive interviews with cast and crew. These featurettes will explore the fan-favorite relationships of Rip and Beth, along with Casey and Monica. Take an in-depth look at the iconic music of Yellowstone, the process of bringing Yellowstone World to life, and more. Own it now on Blu-ray and or DVD. Do it. Go buy it. Check it out. Season 5 of Yellowstone. When I put that out there the other day, people were like, what? Why is the DVD out? Because season 5 is not over. And it's not over. It was at the halfway point, but they never filmed. They never started filming again. They may be filming now or not. But anyway, everybody's all upset because Kevin Costner is done with it. But Kevin Costner also wants input. He wants to put input on how he is taken off the show. So that's coming into play. I know somebody's trying to call me. They don't know what time it is. Probably trying to sell me something, oceanfront property or something. So that's what's going on with Yellowstone. So check it out. Get the DVD, go buy it, watch it, and then get the second half DVD later, probably next year. But check it out, look it up. Go watch Yellowstone. Go watch 1923. Bass Reeves is filming right now another one of the Taylor Sheridan creations. That is filming. I had the opportunity to travel over West Texas area and work on that project, so that was a fun thing. It's going to be an interesting show, so check it out. Speaking of more shows, Walker, Texas Ranger, the new one, not the old one with Chuck Norris, but the new one with Jared Padalecki. Season 3, I guess it was season 3, wrapped up, I guess last week, or this week, last week. Anyway, it's wrapped up, and it did get renewed for a season 4. So if you're a fan of that show, it's coming back. And so check that out. And when you watch that episode or watch that season 3, keep an eye out for the couple of episodes that I worked on. The last one I worked on was the horse rescue celebration. So at the horse rescue celebration, they're in the party, and then they go down the trail. So check it out. Good stuff. Always fun to get to play on the television. What else we got today? We got a lot of stuff going on. The Yellowstone effect on the horse market is still alive and well. We got some quarter horse news stuff for you. The vet meds. I've been putting this off for a while. I need to get to it because June will be here before you know it. So I've got to tell you about the vet prescription deal because all the people on the internet are throwing a fit, but they're not looking it up. So look it up. Google is your friend. Beef quality. And beef quality, we're going to talk about that. We're going to get a little bit of beef quality. What kind of beef are you eating? Is it quality or not? We got a music video for you to check out from Chase Rice, Way Down Yonder. It's been out for a while. He's got a new album out. We're going to throw this one back at you at some point. The PBR is going on. PBR is happening. We're getting some rodeo news. The odd news we got for you is good. We got some trailers for a couple of shows that I've already watched, so I can tell you about that. Man, we got a lot of stuff that's happening. I know beer has been in the news for a while. Beer is happening. People drink beer. Different beer companies been doing different things. Everybody's all upset about what they're doing, but they all do the same thing. Just look it up, Google it for yourself. Do your own research. All the beer companies support all kinds of different projects and things. So do your research. But anyway, we got something special for you here because Coors is celebrating 150 years of the Colorado Kool-Aid.
The same Rocky Mountain water. The same brewing tradition that started 150 years ago in Golden, Colorado. Because when you're a favorite beer of rock stars, smugglers, cowboys, and presidents, you don't compromise. That's our legacy. What do you want to go down in history for? Coors Banquet. Start your legacy.
Start it. Start your legacy. Coors Banquet. Coors Banquet. It's if I had to, if I was purchasing a beer and I had to pick a preference, it would be the original Coors Banquet. It is some good stuff. The Yellow Bellies are good, but you better drink those responsibly. What else is happening today? Let's jump into, let me do the quarter horse stuff. We'll go ahead and get our horse news out of the way. Quarter horse rule change about the paperwork. Your papers are going to be digital, so they're going to email you a copy of the papers. If you want a hard copy of the papers, all you got to do is let them know, and I'm sure there's a small fee involved with that, which there's a small fee involved in everything else. So your paperwork is going to be digital on your horses. So what that means is you'll get an email, which you could probably save somewhere or save in your email. So the next time you lose your papers, you don't have to go order a new copy because you've already got a copy. And you can print it, all the copies you want to print, if you need the papers. So I know it sounds strange in the digital world of everything is digital, that everyone's freaking out about their horse papers being digital, but it's not that big a deal. Let's do I guess we'll do PBR. We're getting rodeo. The PBR is happening. The World Finals is going on over in Fort Worth, Texas. They announced that the 2024 World Final schedule is going to be a little bit different. They're going to use both venues. So what you got is you got the 2024 PBR World Finals Unleash the Beast is going to be held in Fort Worth at Dickies Arena in May. And then in May, the final rounds is going to be at AT&T Stadium. So they're going to use both venues. So you can go to Fort Worth and watch stuff, and everything going on in the Stockyards and Dickies Arena, and then round out the PBR World Finals at AT&T Stadium, which I think is a lot better venue, which I haven't been to Dickies Arena. I have not been in there to watch anything or go to any events. So I really don't know the difference, but I have been at AT&T Stadium a lot, and that's the best place to watch anything because I'm pretty sure there's not a giant jumbotron inside of Dickies Arena. I know they got one hanging up in there, but it's not AT&T Stadium quality. So look forward to that. What else do we want to do? What do we have? You want to do some sad news that we got all the way from across the pond? Speaking of across the pond, if you guys didn't catch Jace and Josh from England that came to America, they traveled around, they went all over the place. They really enjoyed being here. They're coming back in July for July 4th. They're going to come back and celebrate again. If you don't follow them guys on the TikTok, you're missing out because they got a lot of great content. There's some funny content on there too. But they are in the works with trying to put together a TV show about their travels. So they're in the works on that. So go look it up. The easiest way to find them is just search Josh from England and it's going to pull up. So be sure and check those guys out. They were supposed to be on again with us, but after their stardom from being in America, they said today they've got previous engagements, which that's fine because it's like 11 o'clock at night over there whenever they come on. So I imagine they're working on that. So let's do some sad news right now from across the pond, from Yorkshire, England. That's where my folks are from. Let's see. There's a book. There was a book written about Oliver Twist. Do you know the story of Oliver Twist? Yeah, I guess. Do you know? I don't.
I really actually don't really know the story of Oliver Twist.
I don't either. I have no clue what it was about. And then this story popped up, and I was like, holy cow. So now I've got to go find out what the Oliver Twist was about. But this is what happened. Bodies of dozens of real-life Oliver Twist children were unearthed in Yorkshire. Their harrowing story lifts the lids on the pauper apprentice who helped change the world, creating goods and using machines instead of their hands. They've been dubbed as the forgotten children of the past, providing proof of disease associated with hazardous labor. The victims were the children of paupers, given away to work and sent far from their home. Some of these children found in Yorkshire were from London. They were treated as badly as those who died during the Great Irish Famine. They were real David Copperfields and Oliver Twist, beaten, exploited, abused, and they never knew what it was to have a full belly or a good night's sleep. Their skeletal remains were dug up at an early 19th century rural churchyard cemetery in the village of Fewton in North Yorkshire. This is the first bioarchaeological evidence. To see the direct evidence written in the bones of the hearts of these children had a face, was very moving. So it makes me wonder, what was Oliver Twist about? Is it about what I'm gathering from this is that it was about children being shipped off to do hard labor? And the Industrial Revolution resulted in rapid, the results were well documented by science. In 1800, some 20,000 apprentices were employed in the cotton mills. The next decade, as many as a fifth of workers in the cotton industry were children under the age of 13. So in 1802, the Health and Morals of Apprentices Act was passed, the very first piece of factory legislation. So I guess that's when they made it to where all apprentices, the act that applied to all apprentices up to age 21, it prevented them from working at night for long hours, longer than 12 hours a day, and made provisions for them to receive some basic education. So now I gotta go find out what the heck is going on with the Oliver Twist story, because I didn't know that. I didn't know anything about that. I've heard the name and stuff, but I didn't know what that was. So that's the story on that. So is there a movie? I thought there was a movie, Oliver Twist.
I think there is.
I think there's a movie, and I know there's a book because I saw they showed the Charles Dickinson book about that. So sad news done. Check that off. Oh, speaking of sad news, more sad news. Did you see the nonsense going on the internet right now with the Harry Markle? Who I guess who is he? The Prince Harry, and yeah, is it Prince Harry and Meghan Markle or something like that were claiming to be chased for hours in New York City or something.
This is new, like recent.
Yeah.
No, I haven't heard of that.
It was on. I was on all the news a couple of days ago, or yesterday. It happened this weekend, or this week, or it was soon.
They were being chased for hours in New York.
Yes, they were chased for. They said they were in a high-speed chase for 2 hours, running from the paparazzi.
Ooh.
And I'm like, I've never been to New York, but I'm pretty sure I know high-speed chase going on through downtown New York. And yeah, so they were making a big deal out of it, which I guess I don't know if their 15 minutes of fame running out, or they're draining their bank account too fast, and they need a little bit of publicity to get a little bit, maybe sell some interviews or something. But it got spoiled by the taxi driver a taxi driver had picked him up, and it was like, he said, nobody was chasing us. Yeah, they were following us and people taking pictures, but there was no high-speed chase. Yeah, I said one of the reports said we had a high-speed chase of up to 80 miles an hour. I'm like, a high-speed chase, 80 miles an hour? If I go 80 miles an hour on the freeway out here, I get passed. So, yeah. So that's what's going on. So I didn't know if you heard anything about that. Just some craziness.
No, I haven't, and I'm glad that I haven't. That's just that's why I don't get on the internet.
That's as ridiculous as the story of me trying to get canceled and I can't. Nobody will. They're like, he's just full of crap. We'll go on to something else. So let's do that. Let's go on to something else. Let's go to. I guess we'll jump off in the beef. Let's get into some beef stuff. Let's start with. There is every year the Angus Association does this, and you can apply online every year to be the regional for an internship, and the regional manager internship. And what it is, it's assisting with herd visits, securing advertising in the Angus publications, providing insight to producers. As the interns, they get some hands-on experience, some real-world experience in the Angus business, and they can expect to develop, better understandings of the business, the cattle industry, and learn some stuff. So they'll be well-rounded in the ag industry. So a fellow that did that, he's going to tell you about it.
My name's Ian Kane. I was the 2022 Regional Manager Intern for the American Angus Association. Throughout my internship, I was able to travel to 14 different states. I went from Montana to Florida and basically everywhere in between. It's probably one of the most diverse and unique opportunities for young professionals in the beef industry. You get exposed to a lot of different aspects of the association. Herd visits and going to cattle sales, spending time with Angus media staff, learning about the marketing side of the business, getting to go to Angus convention and different industry events like Certified Angus Beef Quality Feeding Forum, or even getting to go to the CAB office in Worcester and learning about the branded beef program and how that's impacted the industry. It's getting out in the field and meeting with the membership and getting to learn about the history of their operations, trying to help them be successful in their businesses. I think this internship had a lot of value in providing me with hands-on opportunities to apply the knowledge I'd gained through my academics. But in the real world setting, I would definitely encourage anybody considering applying for this internship the opportunity to do it. It's not a 9-to-5, so definitely come in with that understanding, but it's so rewarding. It's exceeded my expectations in every way. I would just like to say thank you to the entire Angus organization, all the regional managers I was able to travel with, all the outstanding people I've gotten to interact with this fall. This has been an outstanding experience, and I'm just incredibly grateful to have been able to participate in it.
Check it out. Check it out. Sign up if you want to be a Angus intern for the Angus Association. Do it. Looks like a good time for a young person. I said person. Young person. Probably a college-aged person. I did like the fact he said don't expect to be a 9-to-5. What in the cattle business is 9-to-5? Nothing is 9-to-5. Speaking of 9-to-5, I gotta go find my bull that's gone again. That sucker runs off all the time. He's gonna end up running off into the sale barn. Okay, so we fixed the fence. We cleared all the brush out on the one side where he was getting out into the others. So we cleaned it all up. We put up got the electric fence in there and everything. And he was good for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't know, however long it's been since I've been here. And then one day he decided, you know what? You put hot wire over there, I'm going that way. And that's what he did. So I went up there and I found where he got out. And I was like, you know what? Just go. Just go. Just go, sow your oats. Do what you got to do. And then when you get tired of it, you can come back. But I saw where he got out, and I've got to go fix the fence. I hadn't fixed it yet. because I don't want to fix it because it comes back in the same spot. Most of them do. So I hadn't fixed it yet. I may go out there, depending on the weather is this weekend. I may go out there. May go out there and give him a little, I don't know, a little nylon, little twine slinging, and bring him back. Yeah, I don't want to say that. I say he's gonna get the 50 Shades. So let's get into some serious stuff. We never do that. We never do serious stuff ever, except for right now because I got into I don't comment on Facebook crap very often because of this exact reason. So somebody posted a picture from Tractor Supply of the new law that's going into effect in June, which this has been talked about for years. So it's not like it just all of a sudden happened. And somebody commented on that and they said, there's going to be so many dead livestock now. And I was like, what are you talking about? And so I was looking to see what they're talking about, and they're talking about this new law that goes into effect next month in June, on June 11th, 2023. And it's a prescription law where a lot of the vaccines and vaccinations that you normally buy from your feed store or Tractor Supply are going to have to be purchased through your vet. So the people are complaining that they're going to have to go to the vet, so there's going to be thousands of dead animals because if something happens on the weekend, how are you going to go get medicine? And all I said was, just make sure you have a good relationship with your vet. If you got a good relationship with your vet, I talked to my vet already about it, and it's no big deal. Just whatever you need, you just let them know, hey, this is what I need, and you go get it. And they just went off on me. What about this? What about this? How many cows do you have? And blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't want to say this to sound bad, but it was all women that were complaining. It was all women. But anyway, cancel, here I come. But it was all women. And I was just like, I wanted to comment back, but I just didn't. I was like, no, I don't want to get into this with them. But I'm thinking, okay, if your cows are dying, your cows died, that one day that you had to wait to go to the vet to get it, it doesn't make that much difference. It's not going to be that big a deal. They were way too far gone before you decided to go get some medicine. So I just left that comment section alone. But that's what I told him. I said, we talked about this already. That's what it was. I said, we already discussed this on the show before, and you just have to have a good relationship with your vet, and you'll be able to get your same medicines. And then that's when they went off on me. So I wasn't taking the bait. I wasn't going to join the Karen cult and have fun with them. So I just left it alone. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about that right quick and get that out of the way. Because I'm going to have to cut this part out to post later on the Tickety Talks so that the people can throw fits again. Okay, so here's what's happening. The guidance for the industry, number 263, is from the FDA, Federal Drug Administration. So what is happening is there is a list of antibiotics, guys, pay attention, that you cannot purchase over the counter after June 11th. So there's a list of these, and I'm going to have to post the list of these after I ramble about them. But this is what it's going to happen. Your injectables that you're going to have prescriptions for now is going to be the ones that I can pronounce, I'll tell you. The other ones you have to read later. Your penicillins, your tetracyclines, your sulfantibiotics, your erythromycin, your lithromycin, your mastitis tubes, you have to get that. Then some oral liquids, and some eye ointments. If I could pronounce these, I'd tell you what they were, but I don't speak French. The products that will not be impacted, guys, these are the ones that's not going to be impacted. Everybody's complaining about. There's some over-the-counter animal health products that's going to be available, like your vaccines, your dewormers, your fly control, your hormone implants. I should have suggested that in that chat. Your teat sealants, stuff like that you'll be able to get. So all they're saying now is take inventory of what you have, see what you got, and just talk to your vet, have a good relationship with your vet, make sure you're stocked. Make sure they know what's going on with your livestock. And then I think by the time July, August, September, October gets here, it'll be old news. Everybody will know what's going on, and it'll flow like it's supposed to. Okay. So I can chop that piece out. What else we got? We got anything good? We did the sad story about the kids. Let's do... Are we still talking about beef? Let's save the beef for later. Let's do the... we got snakes. Okay, so snakes. Snakes are out. I've had an encounter with 3 of them over this past weekend. I had one in there was one in the chicken house that ate some golf balls. There was one that almost stepped on. And there was one that was in the midst of a meal. And I had to rescue the rabbit. It was a squelching, like I was like, what the heck is what I thought, because I've got chickens in the chicken house and I've got baby chicks in the barn that I hatched, but they're not big enough to put out yet. So I heard all that squealing. I was like, what is that noise? And I was like, dang it, a snake done got in there and got one of those chicks and is eating the chicks. So I went in there and looked and I counted them. No, they're all there. So like, no, that ain't he's not eating the baby chicks. So I walked around behind the barn. It got louder. I looked over there and the snake had a rabbit. And the rabbit was screaming. So I had to assist the rabbit in his escape. So maybe it's a lesson learned for the rabbit. And he'll go tell all his little rabbit friends to be leery of the snakes in the grass, right? So speaking of snakes, this happened. This is in Australia. That's where all the deadly snakes are, right? In Australia. An Australian reptile wrangler was summoned to a bar manager's office to remove a snake found relaxing in the desk drawer. Stewart McKenzie of Sunshine Coast Snake Catchers 24/7. They posted a video on Facebook because that's what you do, showing the capture of a carpet python. Well, that's why it was in the office in the carpet. It's a carpet snake. Kind of like I wonder if it's a carpet muncher as well. It was taking a nap in the manager's desk. They said the snake had been sleeping in the drawer all day while they were working in the office. They took the snake out, which that reminds me to a story of when I was in junior high, back when kids could be kids, and I found a dead snake outside and put it in the teacher's desk. But the problem was I was not there in class for the payoff. So I didn't get to see the reaction. So I missed out on the payoff. But I did get to go visit with the principal and talk about it. But it was okay because he was fine with it. But we did a lot of stunts like that. He didn't care. We worked cows for the guy. He just thought it was funny. That's the same school. I think did I ever tell the story before about when we took the class hostage, pranking the new substitute or the new teacher? Yeah, I don't think I can tell that story.
I think you were going.
Yeah, I don't think I can tell that story either. The 90s was a different time back then, but different time. That's when we actually took guns to school though, because you'd go. It's weird to think of it now. You know, we had guns in the trucks. When we'd park, we drove in junior high. We all drove to school anyway, because we had to go feed cows on after school. So, and you didn't even have a driver's license. You drive to school. You had guns in the trucks. If you had somebody coming to spend the night at your house or whatever for the weekend that rode the bus, and y'all were going shooting cans or something, they'd bring their gun to school, put it on the bus, get to the school, and then when you got off the bus driver would take the rifle, and go to the office. Put it in the office. When school's out, you'd go get it and you'd leave and go on. No school shootings. What happened? Mental illness is what happened. These kids today are too soft. And the internet has run them like it's ruined everyone else. Internet is the devil, right? I'd like to go back to about 1996 internet, AOL. That's as far as they need to go. The social media stuff is ridiculous. Dial-up was great. Get off the phone. I remember building my first website with HTML code. That was a beating. That was so bad. It was on Angel Fire. I still have an AOL email address. I keep it. I've kept it for a long time. I was like, why not? Every now and then I'll check it, and there'll be 10,000 spam mails in there. Let's see. What else we got? Oh, we got the big city cops wanting to play Yellowstone. I always want to do that. Let's see here. Big city cops want to play Yellowstone. I want to play Yellowstone. There's Jordan. Jordan want to play Yellowstone too. A group of big city cops put their Yellowstone skills to the test when a horse escaped from the stables and went trotting through an Indianapolis neighborhood. Now, when they say the horse escaped, do you imagine that somebody left the gate open and he just walked out? Or do you picture a horse with like a ski mask on, looking around, and jumping the fence and taking off running? I mean, that's what I think when I think they say, when they escape. He's got a flashlight and he's shining and he jumps the fence and runs off. That's what. But more than likely, somebody messed around and left the gate open. The Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department's East District said, once again, in a Facebook post, because that's what you do, that the horse escaped from its stables and reported running loose in the area of 25th Street and German Church. The officers arrived and were able to use their hidden skills to corral the horse until animal control and its owner arrived on scene. So they had to send out a tweet from the Indianapolis Police Department. You never know what you might encounter as a big city cop. What? The horse was running around because they probably keep it in a stall, which I know people like doing that, and that's fine if you use your horse every day. If you've got a horse that you ride every day or you use every day or do something, if you want to put it in the stall at night, that's fine. But I'm not a fan of stalls because what happens is a lot of people want to go get a horse, go find somewhere to put it, stick it in a stall, and leave it in there for a week or two before they get it out. They go out there and feed it every now and then, and they leave it in the stalls all the time. Then they get their little pet horse out, saddle up, and they get bucked off, and then they wonder what's wrong with the horse and think the horse is the devil, when it's like, no, you've had this horse pent up in this box for a week or two. They need to get out and stretch their legs, exercise. I mean, yeah, they're letting you know they're not happy with your plans. So that's I don't know. I've never been a big fan of stalling horses at all. The only time that I see it, like when I feed in stalls because that separates them, so they're not fighting each other. So I'll feed in stalls, and then there are instances where if we're going to catch some cows early in the morning before the sun, I'll put them in the smaller trap where they can go in and out of the stalls, but they're still in, I don't know, about an acre lot, so they're catchable. Oh man, the police are at it. They are getting after it. They were in Florida, and the Florida police was called out to wrangle an alligator on the beach. So look at that alligator on the beach. That sucker was on the beach. So they called out the Florida police. They responded to a beach to round up what appeared to be a large alligator, but soon discovered it to be a realistic sand sculpture. Somebody put a lot of work into that. Look at the size of that gator, one of the officers said, trying to round up on Treasure Island Beach last night. The Treasure Island Police Department wrote in a posting of the fake gator to Facebook once again, which that's what you do. You always put it on Facebook. The video shows an officer poking at the tail of the not reptile and learning it was actually a well-designed sand sculpture. Says, we love talented people creating artwork, but being turtle nesting season, remember to flatten your sand castles and sculptures before you leave. The sea turtles will thank you and so will the police. So don't get scared of a sand castle. But that was an alligator. That wasn't a crocodile. I did eat some alligator tail. Or I ate some alligator the other day when I had some crawfish. I like a good cooked alligator. It's pretty good, fried up right. But I do like the alligator. I don't think I've eaten crocodile, but I do know the difference between the two. I'm like, why do you know the difference? Because an alligator will see you later, and a crocodile will see you after a while. Beef quality. We're going to do beef quality. We're going to do... What's that racket? It's like, what's going on here? Somebody's phone's ringing, dialing out. It's like, what is happening here? While we're figuring that out, let's do this. Let's take a musical break and throw out a music video by Chase Rice. Way down yonder. Check it out. Listen to this. When we come back, I'm sure there'll be some more ridiculous stuff to talk about.
Up in the hills where coppers don't crack down on them copper stills. We're making trapdoor tax-free dollar bills. Up in the holidays, Nana's way to make a living. 6-shot heavy metal hanging from a holster. In case they're running to them boys from the county line over. Way down yonder where the outlaws wander, you can feel that thunder in your bones. Ripping hot rod runners on the moonlight cover, just some black glass gunners on the road. Where you buy your bud with the moonshine money, and make your love where the bees make honey. Way in the cuts where you're born and raised, man, it's in your blood. We were born this way down yonder, way down, way down. You can't avoid a bunch of bootleg birdies and their bandit boys on some outposts, wanna post a Polaroids, saying dead or alive, going 85. Way down yonder where the outlaws wander, you can feel that thunder in your bones. Ripping hot rod runners on the moonlight cover, just some black glass gunners on the road. Where you buy your bud with the moonshine money, make your love where the bees make honey. Way in the cuts where you're born and raised, man, it's in your blood. We were born this way down yonder, way down, way down, way down, way down yonder, way down, way down, way down, way down yonder. Somewhere between a hooch and hellraiser, we all need saving. Way down yonder where the outlaws wander, you can feel that thunder in your bones. Ripping hot rod runners under moonlight cover, some back glass gunners on the road. Where you buy your bud with the moonshine money, make your love where the bees make honey. Way in the cuts where you're born and raised, man, it's in your blood. We were born this way down yonder, way down, way down, way down, way down yonder, way down, way down, way down, way down yonder. Way down yonder. Way down yonder.
All right. There we have it. Chase Rice, way down yonder. That was shot in Fort Worth, Texas, in the Brand Room, in case you're wondering. What else we got? Beef. Everybody wants to talk about the beef. What is in the beef today? What's going on, Beef Town? Downtown Beef Town? I might could sneak in some PRCA news. I don't know. Got a little inflammation on that over here. One of the longtime award-winning rodeo photographers, James Fain, passed away. He was 80 years old. They say time waits for no man, right? Beef quality audits show improvement opportunities. The largest improvement was overall increased efficiency across the beef supply chain. Since 1991, the Beef Checkoff funded National Beef Quality Audit has delivered a set of guideposts and measurements for cattle producers and other stakeholders to help determine quality conformance of the U.S. beef supply. The results from the 2022 NBQA indicate that the beef cattle industry is producing a high-quality product that consumers want more efficiently, and the industry's primary focus across the supply chain remains food safety. So speaking of that, what you can do is sign up for the BQA Beef Quality Assistance or Assurance, Beef Quality Assurance. It's free. You can get BQA certified, and that is it's pretty informative. It doesn't cost you anything. You do it. It asks you a lot of questions, and most of the stuff, if you raise cattle or you're around cattle, or you're in the cattle industry, it's pretty self-explanatory as far as filling out, but it does help you out in the long run. There's some stuff in there that you will learn about. Based on the individual reviews with stakeholders from across the cattle industry, as well as an in-plant research, key findings for fed cattle from the 2022 include, let's see what it includes here. Market segments no longer consider food safety as a purchasing criteria, but an expectation. So they expect to have food safe. When comparing 2016 to 2022, the largest improvement overall was increased efficiency across the beef supply chain. Market sector indicated that the company strived to increase the sustainability and work with the entire beef supply chain to do so. The entire industry felt the effects of the coronatime pandemic, and beef proved to be a choice of consumers. So everybody wanted the beef. Due to the pandemic pressures, more cattle over 30 months of age were being packed. The industry imagined improved with fed cattle markets, for material, blah, blah, blah. There was an increase in the usage of EID, electronic identification. Let's see, what else we got? Rest of this is nonsense. The electronic identification is a good thing if you're interested in that. There's a company called AgX that I've used in the past, and AgX has RFID tags, which are the scannable tags. You scan it with your phone, or you can scan it with the handheld scanner, and their software is free. You just buy their tag. I think the last time I got tags, they were like $2 a piece, something like that. And the software is free, so you can go out there and buy your Cattle Max software or whatever software you want to buy for managing your cattle that you got to pay for, when AgX Herd is free. You can put the exact same information you put in all those other programs that you pay for. You can put pictures of the cows. You can put when they're born. You can put every time you doctor one, anytime something happens, if it's the cows, when they calve. I mean, it's all your records. All your records are there. So look up AgX on the interweb nets and check out what they got. Speaking of what they got, we still got some entertainment news. We got some other news. There's a lot of horse events coming up. You got the Ranch Work Challenge. You got the Day Work Challenge. You got the Ranch Work Championship. You got all those horse events. You got the East Texas Stock Horse. All that stuff is happening. You can find those on the internet. If you will look on Facebook, I believe the page is called Western Events or Western Sports and Events, something like that. Well, anyway, there's tons of flyers and promotions for different things happening in the Western world, whether it's horse shows, rodeos, ranch events. Check it out. I know that up in North Texas, and I think it's in Bonham, the Fannin County is having like a cattleman's expo where you buy a ticket for $25. They're going to feed you breakfast and they're going to feed you a steak for lunch. It's only $25. It's like from 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock. There's going to be a lot of cattle demonstrations, product demonstrations, vendors, stuff like that. So I believe that's coming up in June. But like I say, it's on that site as well. On Facebook, I think it's Western Sports and Events, or Western Events and Sports, I believe is what the page is called. So check that out. Look it up, because I may go there. Because what I did this is what I did. I guess it was last month. I've been working with some horses I got some horse stuff going on. I'm going to breed Old Gray again. She had a colt accidentally when she was about a 3-year-old. Now she's on up there in age, so she's going to have another one. So I just got her back from the breeding facility, or her date, as you call it. And so she's getting about time to retire. I got some other younger horses I'm working on. So I just decided that for the rest of this year, I will not be entering any events. I'm not taking any horses to any horse shows, any horse events, ranch events. The only thing I may do is I may take Old Gray for her one last rendezvous to go work a bull riding and go help out a church doing some roping some bulls at a bull riding. May do that. I haven't decided yet. Still up in the air, but as far as competing, I'm not doing it. I'm not competing no more this year. I'll see what happens next year, and just taking a break. Got some stuff going on. Been playing some golf, which that's weird. I had a golf tournament last weekend, and I was terrible. So bad. But, it's something different. Get out there, do something, a little exercise, have a little fun doing that. Now that summer's here, we'll go spend some more time out on the boat and be doing some boating, riding around on the boat, doing that stuff. So, got my little string tied to my tube. I got an inner tube. It's a car tire inner tube, and I got a long rope, and I tie it to the back of the boat. So when I jump off the boat in my little tube and float around out there, I can't float away. I just pull myself back up. With that rope. Because you ever sit in a tube doing this, trying to paddle yourself somewhere? No. It's terrible. So I got my rope, got my string.
Just take me next time and I'll rescue you.
Yeah. It's a long way. That's a big lake. Texas was a big old lake. It's a giant lake. So what else do we have? So yeah, I've been doing that. That's what I've been doing. I've got that. I've got a bunch of fence to fix because the dang bulls are getting out. I got to fix the fence. I got some other fence to work on. I got to build a new chicken house or extend to the chicken house. I just got so much going on and not enough time to do it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to ride the boat, maybe go hit some golf balls or something, and let the year play out. Speaking of playing out, there are 2 trailers we got for you. For the entertainment news, one of these I've seen, or both of these I've seen. One is just a movie. It's The Mother. That's just a movie. And the other one is Mary Kills People. It's not what you think. It's not like a horror movie or nothing like that. But she kills people. But the people ask her to kill them, so it's a little bit different. So I'll tell you what, let's do that. Let's throw out, let's watch Mary kill some people, and then I guess I can explain it.
But just because there's uncertainty doesn't mean there's anything to fear. Troy, if you're not ready, we don't have to do this today.
Yeah, we do.
I believe we should be in control of our life and our death. That's liberty.
What happens to people when they die?
they stay in our hearts.
We lost him.
Let's bring him back. Get RT down here stat.
I started providing a service for people who want to die. I kill people.
The best way to bring Dr. Harris down is to catch her in the act.
You're so sad.
I got cancer.
I really need to quit.
Killing people.
No, smoking.
Joel has an inoperable brain tumor, but he would like to check out before, and these are his words, shit gets real.
I'm dying. I want to die faster. Is that something you can help me with? Absolutely.
Who has the right to decide when's your time to go?
I'm certainly not married. Why are you doing this? Is the money?
No. Mom is such a liar.
Okay, so what is it?
Dying isn't a crime.
But helping people die makes you a criminal. Go give her those puppy dog eyes. Get this bitch to kill you.
You're like a praying mantis. You have sex with them and then kill them.
Don't say you're sick.
Do the damn job. Get a confession. Tell me how you're gonna kill me.
He's a cop.
Get out. She knows.
We're going to get caught. And I cannot get caught. They don't have anything on us.
I can get her to confess. Yeah. Is there true serum in your dick?
Start an IV, run normal saline.
You don't get to play God, Mary.
If you think I'm a criminal, arrest me.
Nothing like staring death in the face to make you feel alive.
We're supposed to be ending suffering, not creating it. I ended up risking my kid to help a psycho drug dealer.
Put the weapon down!
This was your crusade.
I wanted to help people. Give them a good death.
Okay, maybe I should have watched that trailer before I aired it. Because here's the this is the problem with these shows, like that show right there. I watched it on Roku, on the Roku channel. It's free on the Roku channel. And the deal with shows whenever I watch them is I never watch the trailer. I never watch the trailer to a show unless I accidentally see it. You know, if I accidentally see the trailer. But a lot of times I don't watch the trailers to the shows. And so, yeah, that clip tells you what happens, the whole thing. I'm like, what? This is ridiculous. Because I was scrolling through and I saw the picture of the preview. It said Mary kills people. And she's standing there and she's got a syringe. And I was like, huh, this looks interesting. Let's see. So I clicked on and watched all 3 seasons. But to me, I think it's better that way, to not know what's going to happen or know what's going on, because it just happens. So yeah, that trailer pretty much ruins it for you. But yeah, I had no idea the guy was a cop until halfway through. But now you already know because you saw the preview. It ruined the whole show. Maybe I shouldn't even aired the stupid thing, because now you already know what happens. So I just go ahead and tell you what happens now. Just go ahead and run the whole show, because they did with the preview. That's why I don't watch trailers for movies. When I'm scrolling on Netflix, even on Netflix, I won't watch the trailer. I won't watch the trailer, and I won't click to see how many episodes or how many seasons. I just start watching it. You just raw dog it. Go right to it. See what's happening. I ain't got time for the trailers. There is one that I watched also that I did see the trailer for, accidentally. But it's called The Mother with J-Lo. Jalopis. She's in this show. And I don't know, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good show. It was interesting, entertaining, to say the least. So I don't know, let's see the trailer for it and see if it runs the movie as well.
Where's my baby? You wasted FBI time trying to cut a deal for yourself? and 7 agents were killed. This conversation now takes place on our terms. Adrian Lavelle and Hector Alvarez are still out there. You and I both know the only way you protect that child is to disappear.
And if I don't?
They'll find you. Both of you.
You just gonna vanish?
You put her with good people. Keep her safe. If there's trouble, let me know.
You must have known I'd find her.
The secret's out.
What do they want?
Revenge. They're using her to get to me. Run!
What's your plan?
She needs protection right now. Who are you? From here on, you do everything I say. You're driving. I'm 12. Let's go. I hate it here. I want to go home. Not till you know how to survive it. Everything it takes. You're scaring me. Every time I look at you, I'm scared.
Look at the mess you made.
You're not getting away this time.
You burned down our entire world for her.
Yes. I'm a killer. But I'm also a mother. And I will die protecting her.
Okay. So that was better. That's a better trailer. That's a better trailer. That's what you want to do. You want to put all 3 seasons in your trailer. You know, now that I've seen that trailer, I'm like, I can't tell anybody to go watch that show now because they watched the trailer. They already know what's going to happen. They won't be surprised as I was watching it. I can't believe they put all 3 seasons of the entire show in that trailer. That's so ridiculous. I don't know what's wrong with the people. And that show's from 2017 also. It just resurfaced because of Roku, which is a lot of stuff you can watch for free on Roku. You can also, this show's on Roku on Saturdays at 1 o'clock on DBTV. If you download the DBTV channel on Roku or Amazon or wherever you watch streaming stuff, at 1 o'clock on Saturday, you'll see this show. You won't see any advertising for it. You won't even see it on the site. You don't even know it even happens unless you're tuned in at 1 o'clock on Saturday. There's no promotion. There was a billboard one time. There's no promotion. There's nothing on social media. There's nothing anywhere. You go to the Roku channel on DBTV, you can't find it anywhere. But if it's 1 o'clock on Saturday, Central Time, you'll see it on the live. That's it. So, go find it if you can on Saturday at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock if you're Pacific Time or whatever. Great advertising. Interns that go through these shows are going to be, can you believe what he said? But I did. Got company. The cancel people finally showed up. About time. Oh, you know, a lot of folks that watched the last one did leave some comments and things about it, which that was expected, but not as bad as I expected it to be. I was like, could have been worse. They could have really brought the protesters down or something, you know, just camped outside. Is it time to go? Enough nonsense. All right, go to pepperstewart.com. Go buy a t-shirt. Go look around. Look at all the dumb stuff on there. Subscribe to this crap on whatever podcast place you listen to. Just listen to the podcast. That way you got to stare at me. Or go to DBTV at 1 o'clock on Saturday and you can watch it live on the live. Okay, I got to go.